Hey, out there, YouTubers and workers, right? The videos that I do are on workers' comp, and I have another update. Yesterday, I made some really great progress. Wanted to kind of maybe organize some things for y'all if you're watching these videos. Condense might be another good word for it. If you're catching in on this, or if you're getting in on this right now, I kind of made my own self-realization between yesterday and this morning about condensing some things and organizing some thoughts better. So, and there's also been some changes most recently. So yesterday, it was a really good day as far as finding some new help, I hope some better help. I was able to, after a couple weeks, I was able to secure a new workers' comp attorney to help me sort out the rest of this stuff. The guy I had, I felt was incompetent, and a bunch of other things. I would, as you're gonna find out here in a minute, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you some names where I didn't find success, and some names where there was fruit. And I'm hopeful. So it's been a long process. What happened to me is I've gotten sometimes it takes a couple days for somebody to respond. So by the time that all happens, and you finally get them to respond and they get your message, they schedule it, they respond, they've passed you through a couple people already, like their paralegals or their assistants or whoever they are. Sometimes it can take a week before you actually get to speak to that person. And I just want to see maybe if I could save y'all some time if you're watching this. So Miller Law, Craig Miller. I'm talking just Oregon, right? That's where I am. That's where this is happening. That's where the claim has been initiated at. Miller Law, Craig Miller. Don't go there. Avoid him like the plague. While Craig did do work, it looks like, I think we're going to find out later if he's caused more problems than he was actually worth or to be paid for. He is a workers' comp attorney in Oregon. Don't go there. I'm not going to give you his resume. I'm not going to give you these details. If you don't want to listen to me, go look him up and take your chances. I had nothing but bad problems with him. My last video, I explained to you explained in depth what it was about. Let's see. Carl Kaluza at Rebound. Rebound is the business name. Carl Kaluza is a DO. Do not go to him. It was a mess. I believe he was going through personal issues. And one might say, well, maybe that's changed, and he's been referred to me, and maybe he's gotten through that part in his life, and I wouldn't advise you to go to him or to Rebound for that matter. And why I say that is because it started with a problem that took 6 weeks to get a referral from a chiropractor into their medical team, into their records team, or however you, whatever it looks like. Now, I don't know if that, whose fault that was, but I blame both sides. 6 weeks I waited. So I wouldn't go there if I were you. I wouldn't recommend that, and I would not go to him. I'm in the process right now of going to an appointment as of today to get him replaced as my whatever you call it, my attending physician. I don't know if you could say I found luck, because some people did speak to me, but they were too busy to help. But I'll tell you who really kicked it off was a lady, an attorney named Kay, K-A-Y, Kay Teague. I mentioned this yesterday, or a couple days ago, the last video. Within minutes of hearing what was going on, she said, "You need to fire your workers' comp attorney. He's going to do you more harm, more disservice than help." And that was some foreshadowing I felt also with advice currently that she was giving. So who I did find help with, and it took a little bit, because I'm guessing that if they're a good attorney, they're probably busy. That's just suspect though with me. And I kind of am nervous about doing this, because I don't usually do this unless I have something good or bad to peg it up against, right? I spoke to Giovanna Patrick, who is also a workers' compensation attorney, yesterday. We finally got to talk after a couple weeks of going back and forth with thinking that her partner could help me, and her partner became too busy, and I got passed to her. I guess she had something open. I don't know whatever the deal is, or if they're even telling me right, but she and again, all I have to do is compare this to Craig, but she's where Craig was very lackadaisical and just kind of wishy-washy in his conversations. She's not. I didn't get that impression at all. She's very to the book, the whole dot your I's and cross your T's type of person and mentality. She seems very smart. She paid attention to what I was saying, because she was able to draw the conclusions that I already had in my mind. Not that I'm not saying I'm smart like an attorney, but after talking about some of the stuff with multiple people, you know how it is, the process of elimination and everything else, you get to ultimately you're going to get to a conclusion. So she was on point with realizing, what had been going on and what needs to happen now, what changes need to be made. I feel bad because she's, in a sense, doing some cleanup also with trying to, help me and then jump in the process kind of midstream, but maybe she's used to that. Maybe that's just how good she is. Anyway, I'm super hopeful, and I was super appreciative of her taking me on and taking this on, and everything that comes with it. So I don't say that lightly. Um, I think that she's up on her. Uh, I think she's current with her information, and whereas my last helper wasn't. I had to get. I actually got information from the ombudsman that he didn't even know. So, sounds like she's not only willing to help, but willing to fight for uh, some things that have been done wrong, and she believes that I should have. So, I'm hopeful about that. Dr. Brandon Christie at Cedar Mill Chiropractic in Oregon. Great person, great guy. Uh, was honest with me, was transparent with me. Um, he's got me on the road to chiropractic, and also being he's listening and paying attention so that he doesn't hurt me, and it's minimally invasive, my visits there. He's also got me on acupuncture, so that's going to start today. And I just got to be honest with you and tell you that I'm really looking forward to not having to go to any more appointments with Dr. Carl Kaluza. It's nothing personal. It's business. That's how they treat you. They don't, that's how he treated me. I was a claimant number, is how I felt like. And so I wasn't Dan. I was number 8833, blah, blah, blah. It's just terrible. I can't say enough about that. It's just terrible. I was told the exact opposite about him, that he was a patient's advocate. That's why I waited the 6 weeks to get into him, and it actually was not even true. So another one along those lines to stay away from, who kind of started all this off with these bad experiences, because Carl Kaluza and Craig Miller were in the same pool that came out of this guy's mouth as a referral. Brian Sims at he's a chiropractor from, trying to remember the business name, I can't remember now, but it's been that long. It's been back since November. Anyway, Brian Sims in I believe it's Portland. So he would be a DC, doctor of chiropractic. I'd stay away from him, and I wouldn't listen to him, any of his advice. And I certainly wouldn't take a referral from him ever again. He's the one that started this trajectory to Dr. Carl Kaluza and to Craig Miller. And I don't know what the fuck he was thinking when he said to me, "Oh yeah, if this happened to me, these are who I would contact first." And of course he helped me with that, speed that process along. I'm being facetious now. But I don't know what the hell he was thinking, because if it was him, if I was him and I saw this, I would sure question using any of those people, either of those people. But maybe something else going on that I don't know about. Anyway, I wouldn't do that. Those three people I wouldn't listen to, and I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't take their advice. I wouldn't use their services. And yeah. So I also have this is how fast things happened compared to last time, or my last experience. Um, I spoke to Giovanna Patrick yesterday, and I was able to make and get a new doctor's appointment today. Everybody seems in this system seems to be all Johnny on the spot. They have their stuff together and they send it right out. This morning there was an email waiting for me to put all my information in on a form and resubmit it back to them. I felt like their questions were really formed well on the questionnaire. And yeah, I'm looking forward to, getting in to talk to somebody new who will maybe listen to me about what's going on. That was the biggest problem with Kaluza, was that he'd ask you something and then you'd start talking and he'd get this glazed over look in his eye and the deer in the headlight look, and he immediately lost you. He wasn't even paying attention, nor was he listening. And then at the conclusion of the visit, he did and scratched whatever he wanted to on his notes, which was, with me, was the exact opposite of what I told him. So I don't know what's up with that, except for it's fucked, and he's fucked. So let's see what else. They were able to move the acupuncture up, which I thought was nice. They set the date, and then they said, we'll put you on a waiting list of people who, if there's a cancellation or whatever, we'll get you in sooner. I think that's always super cool that happens. I thought it was super cool that it happened here and it happened for me. I'm really itching to get in there and get some pain management going on another level. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I'm hoping for the results of some change, because I haven't seen a paycheck in a while, and the bills keep coming in, right? So I think it's been 3 weeks. So it's been a week overdue that I should have seen a paycheck. My suspicion is that Carl Kaluza has been messing with that, but I don't know. Haven't heard from work or anything, so sounds like I'm still employed for the time being. But I have not been able to go back and do that because of the pain and the discomfort that I have. So I'm anxious to get that relayed to the doctor today and see the new place. And I don't really like to speak for people until I see them, for obvious reasons. But if they're good and they do what they say and they take care of people, I'll gladly, not that me saying something has any weight, but I wouldn't want to send one person to them if they did a terrible job. That's the idea. But it's Compass. Compass. Let's see here. Compass Pain and Wellness. So this doctor that I'm seeing today is, I can't say his name. It starts with a B. Borgut, I think. But he is a pain management doctor, MD. So that should satisfy the prerequisite or conditions of uh, what the system, what workers' comp requires to, as far as credentialing goes, to satisfy that, to have him be my new attending physician. So I'm looking forward to those videos, or I mean those those appointments, which are coming here real soon. So I'm gonna go get ready and start the day, and just be careful out there, everybody. Things aren't always what they seem, and that's what these videos, part of what I'm trying to project with these videos. This system, not only is it fucked, it's flawed. It needs completely douched out. It needs completely, audited. There's people who need to be fired. It needs to be gone through like other things are being gone through in our nation right now. There's huge problems, and somebody needs to do something about it. Besides just trying to correct the laws, it's terrible. Please don't take me wrong. Come and visit Oregon. Come and, just don't live here permanently. If you live here permanently, don't work here. Don't get in this system where you could potentially be a victim of Oregon's workers' compensation system. That I'm just trying to save you some heartache. Anyway, I love you all out there. Be good, be well, and try to help your fellow man out today any way you can. Be a blessing to someone. I love you guys. Talk to you later.